Hey, Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve cast, where it's all Juve all the time. I'm Alberto, and I'm going to bring you the news to December 3rd, 2021, surrounding La Vecchia Signora. We're going to kick it off with Juventus getting back in touch with Sassuolo for Scamacca and trying to bring the player potentially in the future to Juventus. The price tag does not change from Sassuolo. They intend to sell him for about 25 million euros. Inter as well as AC Milan are also interested in the player, so there will be some competition there. This presents a much more affordable target at that position. We continue to speculate that Morata's renewal will probably not take place due to the amount that it would cost to bring him in. Not only the purchase price, but his salary. So this one represents a much easier financial task to take. Even when you look at Vlahovic is a much bigger price tag, obviously, right out of the gate. Uncertain about his salary. It's been rumored that Juventus offered him somewhere around 6 million a season, so it becomes a very pricey endeavor for the team. And when you look at Vlahovic, Fiorentina wants to take in all the interest that's coming in from Vlahovic and maximize how much they're going to get for him. All the talks amongst all the pundits, all the journalists out there remain the same, that Vlahovic in January for Juventus looks almost impossible at the moment. Something that could potentially happen, though, in the summer. But again, there's a lot of competition there for Vlahovic. Scamacca, not so much competition, and a much better price tag. Again, the question wages on amongst Juventini. Should Juventus go all in for Vlahovic, or should they spread whatever money they do get for transfer funds out amongst the team, because we do have more than just one need? It's very tough. Now, talking about other players, Kulashevsky. Kulashevsky's entourage will be meeting with Juventus and talking about the situation. Apparently, Dejan is a player that could become available in January and added to the list with Ramsey and Rabiot. Will they get rid of all three? I doubt, even if there were options to get all three, that they're going to clear all three in January. But I think if you get the best possible deals, I wouldn't be surprised if two out of those go. Why even two? Somebody's got to come in. They would bring somebody in with two of those guys going. There's also a potential to bring somebody else in that's already owned by the club. So it's very interesting. We'll keep eyes on that. But Kulashevsky right now looking like he's on the outside looking in. Now, as reported, after the latest house search at Juventus headquarters, basically, Cesare Cabacio, who is the club's lawyer, is also now under investigation as part of the proceedings in, obviously, the finance investigation that's going on with the transfers. Okay. Basically, the hypothesis is he has made a false representation of the balance sheet of the club. Okay, so it's essentially the invoicing portion of the transfers that is the problem. So he is now being investigated. The Juventus under-23 sporting director Giovanna Manna was summoned and questioned for 3.5 hours also by the Guardia di Finanza. In the past few days, Cherubini, Arrivabene, and Secretary Morganti they've all already been investigated and questioned. Now Marco Re and Stefano Bertola, they preferred not to answer. Agnelli, Nedved, Paratici, and Stefano Cerato, manager of the finance sector, haven't even been summoned to talk as of yet. Okay. The latest is that now they're looking for the documentation for the Cristiano Ronaldo transfer. And apparently it isn't in the documents that they have been given. So a lot of information coming at you. There's going to be a million questions on it. But again, as we always said, you just have to wait this thing out and see where it goes. We will see. I find it hard to believe that those guys haven't been summoned to talk as of yet. Very weird that the documentation for the Cristiano Ronaldo deal can't be found. Let's see what happens. Be patient, and let's stay strong until we see exactly what's going on. Again, Juventus is not the only club he investigated, And again, I'm going to wait and see this thing out, but I will just give you all the information that's coming out so that you guys can stay in the loop. All right. Now, amongst all this, there is a match taking place this weekend. It's going to be Juventus versus Genoa. We have the expected starting 11 as of right now to get your thoughts. And keep in mind for Genoa, Juventus owned Rovella will possibly not be taking part in the match. And the Rovella Hive is going to be disappointed in that one to see what he could do against Juventus. The last time the two clubs met, though, Rovella played quite well, actually. And he's been playing fantastic for the team over a good stretch right now. So interesting there to keep eyes on, again, Juve's property. Now, expected starting 11 for Genoa. We got Szczesny in goal, Quadrado, Bonucci, Delict, and Sandro across the back. Locatelli and Rabiot in the pivots with Kulashevsky, Dybala, Bernardeschi in behind Morata. So 4-2-3-1 is what it's shaping up to be. I love it. Let's go with the 4-2-3-1. And again, these next 5 matches are crucial for us. Okay. We have an opportunity where the bigger clubs can, not the bigger clubs, but the higher in the standings clubs. Okay. Some of the leaders can drop points, and we just need to clean up these matches in which we should be winning. So, yeah, 4-2-3-1 makes a lot more sense with these players in the positions they are. I expect a victory if this were the lineup, and I think it would perform quite well. It's very, very similar to what we saw last match. Of course, just substituting Bentancur for Rabiot. Great. Do not let them share the pitch. Switch them out like they're doing in this one. So if this were the starting 11, I would like it. What are your thoughts on the starting 11? What are your thoughts on the news surrounding Juventus currently? Make sure you drop all your comments here. We love hearing from all of you. And again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep your eyes out. There's a tactical breakdown ahead of Juventus Genoa that I'll be doing that'll come out in the next day here, leading up to the game. And of course, we have Match Day Live. That'll be Sunday at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then on the Monday post-match podcast, 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know where to be for all your Juventus coverage. Until then, it's the same as always. Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Ciao.